bed, and I'm tired as always. Ever since I started trying to go to bed earlier, I'm just always tired. Just tired. I don't understand it. But okay, that's where we are. Anyway, today I promised pool trip. So the pool's always opened at 10 in the morning when school is out. So we eat breakfast and get ready and walk down there, and we're there at like 10:03. It's a hot walk. It's a stinky walk. They're tearing up the roads, so I didn't want to drive there because it would be annoying to try and avoid all the places where the road was blocked. And we were walking down the path along the fence to the pool, and somebody sticks their head out of the pool office like, the pool's not open till 11. I'm like, I thought it was 10. They're like, well, it was 10 last year, and it's 10 on their sign posted right outside where I was standing. But it's 11 now. Great, just lovely. So yeah, we turned around and made the 10-minute walk home. It's very hot already, upper 80s, and wasted 30 minutes of time, grabbed our stuff, and headed back. And we were there about 5 minutes early, so we politely waited outside, even though the doors unlocked while lifeguards were still arriving, and then went in at 11 on the dot and just hung out. They give you 45 minutes, and then there's a 15-minute adult swim where the lifeguards still are on duty, but the kids have to get out of the pool, so we always have a snack then. Usually I don't get back in. Jax might or might not. He didn't this time. Sebastian got back in for a little bit, and maybe like 10 or 15 minutes I did a little knitting at that point, and then he was ready to walk back. We came back, and because of the later start, I didn't have quite as much time before getting to the library for the story time. So we try to eat beforehand. We have a little picnic in my car, so I scrambled to pack up some fruit and a muffin, some cheese for him, and some hibiscus tea, iced tea we like to share. So we still had our car picnic, but it was 88 degrees, so they chose to do the story time indoors since it was so close to 90 degrees, which is usually their cutoff. Maybe it's 85, I don't know. It wasn't his favorite teacher. Sometimes it's another one, and I like him a lot. He always is a lot of fun and does different things than the normal teacher, so it's fun to change it up. But yeah, we did story time indoors. Half of people were wearing masks, half weren't, but we were apart from everybody. And I'm still trying to get used to, like, sometimes wearing and sometimes not, and just standing back. But then we did just normal library stuff, getting books for Sebastian, getting books for Jax. I always send him a picture, though the signal's so bad that I'm always like, hang on, Sebastian, sit here with the books. I need to walk all the way out the front door for the picture to send. It'll go almost all the way. Then I've got to walk all the way into a little foyer, like the vestibule between the two sets of doors. And then the second I step through that, it sends, and I turn around and walk back in. Nice hair, Stephanie. What's a look? So yeah, he approves the books. Then I actually asked where the cookbooks were for kids, because one of the summer reading challenges the library gave them for elementary school and for adult actually is to get a cookbook and do a recipe. So Sebastian decided to do his, and he chose one that had different snacks and stuff. And the one that caught his eye the most was pizza muffins, and basically they're English muffin pizzas. And since Danny told me he really doesn't like tofu and veggies, which I got to make this week. I have all these amazing veggies I was excited to steam and eat them with rice and tofu, and he hates that meal. If there's nothing else, he lets me make it, but then I hand him his bowl, all these beautiful vegetables and some fried tofu and stuff. It's all seasoned, and he'll be like, what's for dinner, as he takes the bowl. So yeah, he's like, I really don't want that. It does nothing for me. I guess pizza's okay, because that was the only other choice. So I prepped pizza supplies for us, and Sebastian was going to make himself the pizza muffins, but Jax loves English muffins, so he's like, I want pizza muffins. So Sebastian made pizza muffins for both of them, and they're both very happy. We ate our pizza. I decided to take a bath since Danny was downstairs working on our hosting company stuff. I asked Jax to keep Sebastian entertained while I was in the bath, offered him some screen time. So I did that and then came down and got on my Animal Crossing, and I played through about 4 or 5 days. I still can't get anybody I want to leave to ask to leave. On those 4 days I only saw one person going around with their little thinking bubble that they want to move, and it was one of the ones that I don't want to say goodbye to. And I had one camper, sorry if none of this makes sense, but it was this duck with eyebrows like this, like W's. I'm like, no, I'm not feeling the grumpy. I need peaceful vibes on Imagine. So yeah, I did that until 9, and now here we are. We're ready for bed. It's gonna be a scorcher tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be like 92. It got up to 90 today, so it's not like it was not hot. Oh, at one point after we got back from the library, we went to the thrift store too on the way home. It's very close. It's next door to the fire station. You can see it from the thrift store windows. We just got a couple t-shirts, which I was really bummed. I thought I got a cool Pokemon shirt for Jax, and it turns out it's like a teen girl cut shirt, so I either have to modify it somehow or it's mine, I guess. It had all these Pokeballs on it, and I'm not into Pokemon, so they had it in the boys section, and I just didn't notice at the time, and Danny was upstairs when I pulled it out and realized it, so he's like all mad at me. He was all grumpy. He's like, no, it's a girl shirt. I'm like, well, maybe you can wear it as a pajama shirt because nobody cares. And he very much cares. The gender stereotypes are stronger for him, I would say. For me, I don't really care. But yeah, so I feel a little stressed out about that. Sebastian found one of his beloved Hess trucks, a little broken, like it's a tow truck and it doesn't have the hook. And of course it didn't come with what came on it, but he's still really excited about it. And then he chose a dyno, one of those plastic dynos. You guys are getting real crazy.
One of your favorite, and combine them to make your own special book.
Out of all the books I chose for Sebastian, they're reading the cookbook and going on about the nuts in the trail mix. Anyway, I was telling you about what else we did, and then I remembered the thrift store. But after we got home from the thrift store and the library, a neighbor who's been posting that her plum tree was going crazy and she kept putting plums out on her front porch, and I keep missing this. We were actually driving home the first batch. She suddenly posts that her son was off of work today, her teenage son, and was doing plum deliveries around the neighborhood. I was like, oh, that is the sweetest. Sebastian's never tried a plum. Could you please add us to your list? Otherwise, we'll walk down and get some. And she's so sweet. She's like, done, he's on his way. And literally, like 5 minutes later, he's like plopping a paper bag of plums on her front step. And so Sebastian immediately had to eat like 2 of them and wanted more, but I'm like, some of them, it's almost dinner. And we sent her a picture of him enjoying his first plum. That was after his first 2 bites. So yeah, he really enjoyed it. They're sweet, and then as you got closer to the pit, they were sour, which was nice. Very, very fresh. Picked just today. So yeah, that's our day. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. I was looking like I might need to go buy a plant pot because I ordered one for Sebastian's sunflowers. They're in too small of a pot and they're stunted, and I wanted them to get a little bit taller for him, like mine is, but the pot's just too small, and I think they're already starting to bud without getting any taller, which it'll still be nice to see them flower, but I know he'd love to have them bigger. So the dirt came today and the pot was supposed to, but they just sent it today, so it might be too late. I might go to like Aldi and the dollar store and look and see who has the biggest pot, because they're too expensive at like the hardware stores. the nurseries. And then, yeah, may or may not do that. They might go to Costco and get us some little fireworks. You can't buy the ones that like launch up in the air. Here they're illegal. You'd have to go out of state. People do them in our neighborhood. We will definitely see them. He is going to go do the sound mixing for his friend's band. They're performing at a brewery or a winery. I don't remember what he said. He was like, I don't suppose you want to come. I'm like, I'm just not there yet. I've done those events before when he's been working them, either pouring beer for the brewery or doing sound. But no, the pandemic, I'm not ready for that. Nobody's going to be in a mask. It's going to be hot and outside, so nobody wants to wear that. I'm not there for the crowds just yet. I'm being able to do more things, but I'm not there yet. So Sebastian could come with him. I don't know. He has the choice. He would have to stay very late because Daniel will have to break down the gear and everything after the fireworks. But here at home, I go out to the alley and I do the little ground fountains. You just light them and run back. And yeah, I'm sure you'll see it in a few days on my vlog. So Danny might buy a bundle from Costco for me. Otherwise, I'll go to one of the stands that they have in all the parking lots around Ashburn. And it's always buy one, get one free. So we have to like choose 2 of every price point because that's just how it works. Okay, I've been talking too long, so I'm gonna say goodnight. Sorry, I'm in bleached out pajamas. And no, this isn't hair bleach. My skin just does that when I wear things in my sleep. That's crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna say goodnight. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.